As the earth is carbon bombed by poisons, I keep it safe. I keep it clean. I keep it here inside with Mega64antine.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wow, you stopped flexing as I hit record. Show them off, bro. You've been working.
Do the muscles look big on camera?
Yeah. Adds 10 pounds. 10 muscle pounds.
I've been lifting weights.
Yeah, I've been.
It's my
Hobby?
it's kind of my hobby. Yeah. Paying off. I'm enjoying
It
it.
really is. You look good.
But I wanted to see if I saw this before everybody out there calls me vain or thinks I'm like an alpha douchebag. I saw this interview with like Robert Downey Jr. and the Hemsworth and Captain America, and those guys literally sit around comparing the size of their arms in this interview, and their arms are jacked, and like mine are tiny compared to theirs.
I mean, your arms would be jacked too if you had someone who was paid to make you look jacked.
Well,
Like they do.
I hope to get to that level someday.
Yeah.
I think you need to make yourself just jacked enough so that somebody will pay you to get super jacked.
Well, Chris Pratt was fat before Guardians of the Galaxy, and then
I know, but I'm not that charming, and you
don't sell
know,
yourself short.
I don't know. Well, honestly, like I think I am as charming as Chris Pratt,
Yeah.
and I think I'm more charming than him, in fact, and I definitely think I'm legitimately more intelligent than Chris Pratt because he says stupid stuff all the time, and the things I say are pretty intelligent, pretty smart thoughts coming out of my brain and my mouth. And
you don't hunt either.
I don't.
He's a known hunter.
He's a known hunter.
I won't fault him for that.
I'm not going to fault him for that. I'm pretty sure he's like insanely Christian.
Yeah.
I rest my case. Anyways, Chris Pratt can make it. Why not me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I will have my day. I'm a late bloomer. I have been my whole life. So maybe when I'm around 65 or 70.
Yeah, you'll have your own Marvel movie.
Exactly. Batman Year 100, and he's Puerto Rican. That's the name of the movie.
New Batman.
Yeah, the new Batman. I already did that. And it was such a big hit. WB ripped me off, gave me no credit, and that's just the way it is.
It is. I know we talked about going to the interview early this week. We want to talk about our interview.
Yeah?
Sorry, you gave me this. You fucking stared daggers into my soul right into that.
Jeez. I had like a 2-second pause.
It was like, oh, I'll do an impression of it. It was like that. It was scary.
You should do it to the camera so they know.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah. That's just my look. That's just my look.
Yeah.
Today we are interviewing Mr. Jacob Turnbloom. He is the singer, songwriter, and guitarist for Mrs. Magician, along with being just an all-around interesting guy who is into movies, apparently works at a news station, and unwittingly interviews famous people all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob is really well connected here in the San Diego music industry, and every major player here knows who he is, listens to his music, and really enjoys it. He has an album out called Cemetery Luau, but we talked to him in the middle of his new album and kind of on the verge of coming out of this pandemic and returning to live shows. We're going to go to the interview now. It's about 30 minutes, actually a little longer. This was a good one. We kind of are all over the map. It's mostly a conversation about just being a creative person. Oh, we also talk about how Jacob went to high school with me and Rocco and Sean, and saw some Mega64 skits being filmed out in public before Mega64 was a thing. And he gets to share his perspective on where he was on those days. Check it out. I think you're going to enjoy it, and then come back and we're going to have lots of videos and news stories to entertain y'all. This is our talk with Jacob Turnbloom. Hey everybody, we're here with Jacob Turnbloom, singer, musician, filmmaker, artist, all around San Diego creative guy. Hey Jacob, what's up?
Hi.
Did I leave anything off of your list?
No.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, good. Excellent.
That was good.
That's what I do when people talk about me too. I zone out. And then that way I
used
can
to
come in
work-
fresh.
I worked with a guy who had like, I think he was like, a few years ago, it was like an early 20-something guy, and he had like 20 different titles on his Instagram and LinkedIn and all this stuff, like magician, director, cook, songwriter. And it's just at some point you got to like realize it's not all going to work out for you.
You got to pick
one thing.
You got to do one thing well, because unless somebody's looking for a magician, songwriter,
I'm looking for a magician,
chef,
cook. Yeah,
triple threat, which is rare.
I actually learned there was some video that you did where I think somebody made like a little just a piece on you, and you said that in there, and I always kind of stuck in my mind. So I feel like I'm just like quoting you back to you right now. Where you're like, just pick one thing.
Yeah, I remember that. It was because I had fantasies of being a musician at one point, and I realized I sucked at music. So it was like I could either focus on getting good at music or focus on doing movies, Yeah.
I have fantasies of doing podcasts. The last one that I did, I just being the host of a podcast and talking to musicians.
Oh, okay.
But 99% of the time, I can't. Like we did a podcast last Friday, but it didn't work. I'm gonna break the illusion, I guess.
Go ahead. Let the people know.
And sometimes you suck, and you just like think like, so pick one thing, but also realize, maybe you just sucked that day, and you can, don't do 10 things.
Yeah.
Pick two things that you're good at.
It was, I just feel like you can't dedicate like a whole lifestyle to it. If I really wanted to like be a part of this band, I just felt like that's going to be a big commitment or else I'm going to let them down. I'm just going to be mediocre, crappy drummer. That's not what I wanted to be.
No, nobody wants to be a mediocre, crappy drummer.
No, that's like literally the worst thing you could be in life.
Or bass, mediocre, crappy bass. Yeah.
I think drummer is below bass player because literally you just picked up some sticks and you're hitting stuff and you never went beyond that.
And if you fuck up on the drums, everybody is going to notice. You could just kind of stop playing the bass and then people think, I guess you wouldn't even notice.
Yeah. When I was in high school, we went to high school together. We said this on the last recording that got trashed on Friday. But I was in drumline and marching band.
Dude, Nick Cannon shit.
Yeah.
Weird.
Nick Cannon shit.
You graduated and went 2002 or 3?
2003.
Okay, yeah. I graduated in 2001. And,
okay. Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't have seen you, but
actually,
you were in drumline.
You did, because it was my freshman year that I was in marching band. So if you went to any of the football games, you would have seen my performance.
I wish I would have gone to the football games because I had a different experience with jocks in high school. Like at West Hills, like the jocks weren't assholes. The assholes that I knew in high school were more like, I guess, bros, East County bros. That's like, I feel like 2000, the word bro wasn't really like popular, but
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of bros in East County, San Diego. West Hills was just full of them. So yeah, so I knew a lot of jocks, but I never went to support their games. I wish I would have. I would have seen you performing the drums.
I grew up on a cul-de-sac, and there were like 5 kids on my street, and we were all really close, and we were all like different ages. And so the kid who was older than me went to West Hills like 2 years before I got there, and he got on the football team. He became quarterback of the football team. And when I arrived, it was like we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
We would like pass each other in the hallways and he wouldn't even acknowledge me. And I was like so bummed out because I would just think like I'd be like, bro, I've seen you cry. We were like that level of like childhood friends. Like,
yeah. Do you ever like want to bring him on the Maury show and be like, look what you could have had? And like,
honestly, we lost touch. Like we moved off that street and we don't even talk anymore. So.
And you're still friends with the majority of the people you know in high school, right? So everybody in Mega64, with the exception of, the dreadheaded guy. I'm not like a...
Yeah, we're not friends with him anymore. Everybody else but him.
Well, everybody went to West Hills though, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, the core
Sorry,
group.
this is
The
not
core
really
group.
this is not really exciting for anybody that didn't go to our high school.
Now you're interviewing me, and I should be interviewing you. Everybody knows my story.
There's fans out there that are hyped on this. They're like writing everything
Well,
down.
you know, just to my favorite, just to say the one skit. I knew two skits. The Tetris one, which I talked about on the last. Nobody saw the last podcast that we did, but.
Well, we should recap that real quick.
Yeah, 'cause that was sick.
You worked at Starbucks at one point, and you saw us when we were filming our Tetris skit.
I did. I worked at the Target, like it was like a little shopping center, and we had a big window, like all Starbucks do. And I was just looking out, and I remember seeing like the Tetris, giant like L shape going across.
That was before we were anybody.
Yeah, and I didn't know anything. I mean, like I didn't think anything. I'm like, oh, that's pretty funny. And then a few months later, or maybe a year later, I saw the video on YouTube. But the video that I remember that I loved was Jimmy's of Santee, because I grew up going to that place. And I mean, you guys made the funniest video commercial. That was way better than like the commercial that they actually made for the restaurant.
Yeah.
And even though it was crass, I feel like if they should have just like adopted it and used it for their
Jimmy's of
business.
Santee hated that commercial.
Of course, yeah.
They
Well, it was
hated
funny because they had that sign in front of Jimmy's that said, check out our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Something like to that effect. In the early days of YouTube.
Yeah, in like 2006 or 2007, when everybody thought like, let's go viral. Even people who didn't need YouTube channels, like a crappy one location mom and pop cafe.
Yeah, I'm still like trying to figure out how to go viral in that sense, where like I'm totally clueless, like where like I'll get like I don't ever want to get TikTok for real, but I got it for like a week and I'm like, what the and
well, you
like
know
I'm
what?
clueless to like I don't really want to go viral. But you know what I mean? Like you want to be able to understand the things that the kids
I think
are
a
using.
big part of going viral, honestly, is finding the right platform. And I think what YouTube was back then, TikTok is now. Because I don't think it's really likely that some random person off the street is going to start a YouTube channel and like get 100,000 views on their videos, but they can on TikTok.
Did you just see like as you're saying that, like my dreams just like crushing?
This is me saying you better kick in that TikTok channel.
It's so funny. I was just talking to my friend about being a musician and like, what do people do nowadays? And I was just like, well, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing that I do, which is just make records and then try to go on tour, try to get somebody to put it out. And he was like, you should get a TikTok. And I'm like, there's no fucking way in hell I'm going to actually get like, am I allowed to cuss on this? I'm sorry. I didn't even
Do
think
your
about
thing.
that.
Whatever.
My thing is cussing. No, but like, I remember he said that and I'm like, there's gotta be like a period. Well, I guess there's musicians that don't adopt those new, I don't want to be like a Luddite and shun all new technology, but I don't think that like helps artists particularly like adopting every single new platform.
If you're going to do your thing, then you just need an assistant who's going to take what you create and put it on TikTok.
See, I didn't even think of that.
Because
that's what I do here.
Yeah, I feel like it's everybody has a different specialty and a different forte. And like, I don't understand TikTok. I understood YouTube 10 years ago, and I understand now that what YouTube was, TikTok is now. But I haven't,
do you have
a big brain
like
TikTok moment? What?
I'm sorry. I'm just interviewing you. I was
what
just
did
like,
you say?
Do you guys have like a favorite, like, what's your golden era of YouTube, like channel? Like what's your favorite thing on YouTube?
For me, the golden era is pre-roll ads. I feel, as cynical as that sounds, I distinctly remember the arrival of pre-roll ads on video and the backlash. Kind of thinking like this will never work. And then slowly it was just forced on our culture. Advertisements, pre-roll ads, mid-roll ads, post-roll ads.
Monetizing like stuff that didn't need to be monetized. For me, the golden age was when YouTube used to like take small content creators and put them just on the front page. I feel like you saw a lot of cool stuff.
I was like thinking more. Well, but what's like your favorite like Like mine is Chocolate Rain. I was just thinking, like, what is
You
your
said
favorite
era.
video from the past?
Not
I'm
what my
sorry.
favorite YouTube video is.
What's your favorite YouTube video from,
That's hard. It would probably be a Mega64 video for me. So I'm a Mark, but
yeah.
You know what's
That's a hard
for
question.
me at the time, and I don't know if this was the correct choice. Sometimes I wonder if this worked against me, but I felt like I went out of my way not to participate or engage in other viral videos when Mega64 was really popping, because I felt like I didn't want to even be influenced subconsciously by other people. I was so paranoid of people accusing me of stealing others' ideas that I didn't want to engage in anybody's ideas. That way, everything I did was quote unquote original. But now I feel like maybe that's stupid. Maybe it would have been better to just consume everything, and then I could have consciously known if I was ripping people off or not.
I guess so.
You know,
I don't know. I like the way you're. That's what Tame Impala does. Like if he's making a record, he doesn't listen to anything. He just to have any kind of accidental like influence. Maybe he takes a riff off of someone. He just doesn't listen to music, which is kind of interesting.
Is that your take when you create music?
No. I listen to a lot of music when I make music.
Yeah.
Right now, I listen to this band Drab Majesty, and I've been listening to their album that they put out called Modern Mirror for like two years straight, like just over and over again. I just listen to it, and I'm not like taking anything from it, like in stylistically or whatever, like to influence my music, but I do like the way it makes me feel, the kind of vibe it puts out, that helps me write music. So I definitely have to listen to something.
I've changed as a person, I think, as a creative person, because now I do want to consume as much as possible. I feel like I want to be the Kung Fu master. I want to have a perfect understanding of the entire genre and then create from there, you know?
You want to be like Samurai Cop. You want to know everything there is to know about,
YouTube videos. I want to be the Samurai Cop of YouTube videos.
I've always liked to do the opposite of, like, if I'm trying to make a movie, I listen to a lot of music because I like to pull inspiration from weirder places. I think music helps me like just conjure images in my brain that I then will try to translate to like a script or something.
You know, can I tell you the craziest idea for a YouTube video I ever had? I tried to film it here in Mega64 and it went down the toilet because nobody understood it. You know that Beatles song, You Know My Name, Now Look Up the Number?
Yeah.
Okay, so John Lennon wrote this song, and literally the only lyrics are, you know my name, now look up the number. And he just repeats it over and over and over, and it's like a 5-minute song, and they like change genres throughout the song. So sometimes he does like a lounge version. You know my name, look up the number. I don't know. It's just weird. Jacob, you know that song, I'm assuming.
No, you know what? I said yes, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought it was going to end. I didn't think you were going to be like, you know what I mean, right?
You know what I mean. Well, it's pertinent because he just repeats that one lyric over and over and kind of explores it. Like it starts as a rock song and then it just gets so weird. It's just through repetition. It just kind of devolves and explores all this stuff.
Yeah,
I wanted to write.
Exploring. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say he's really exploring the studio space. Wasn't funny. It was just.
Oh, okay. Exploring the studio space. Well, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to essentially. I didn't know how I was going to do this, but write the "You Know My Name Now Look Up the Number" of YouTube videos where we take one line of dialogue or one concept, like one scene or something, one idea, and just repeat it over and over. To the point where it gets psychotic, and then we like start exploring different genres, just repeating that thing.
It's like plenty of too many kooks, and then it just keeps going. Have you ever seen that?
I have.
No, I haven't seen it.
Adult Swim.
That's a perfect example of I heard everybody talking about Too Many Cooks, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. Everybody says this is funny. I don't want to be influenced.
They change like different like intros of like sitcoms as it like progresses.
Oh.
It's amazing. Like if you haven't seen it, like now you really gotta, because you just described like, I mean, loosely like what that is, but it's like the introduction of Family Matters. that keeps going and evolving into like a horror movie, into a cartoon like G.I. Joe.
They beat me to it. So here's the problem: when you purposely avoid getting influenced by other people, people on your same wavelength might beat you to the punch.
Well, yeah, those ideas are just like out in the ether, and you're kind of like pulling them. Like it's not like, somebody's going to get around to that eventually.
I remember listening to an interview once with Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, and he said that in the 60s he was striving for something musically, trying to take stuff to the next evolution. He didn't quite know what it was. And then he heard the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's album, and it made him depressed because he's like, they beat me to it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, then he copied it and made, he copied that and made Pet Sounds. And, he copied, influence from Rubber Soul to make Pet Sounds. And then in response to Pet Sounds, they made Sgt. Pepper. Was that?
Yeah, and then I think in response to that, he was going to make Smile, and then Smile collapsed.
That's like the best Beach Boys record. I have it like right behind me. But
Smile or Smiley Smile or?
This is Smile, but Smile is like
it's literally right there. Wow.
Yeah.
I like Smile. I love Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. I think it's just a fascinating story.
I love I've been seriously, I want to say for the past 15 years, kind of hating anything Mike Love influenced without even really thinking about it, because all my friends hate Mike Love because for a lot of reasons. But
for people who don't know, the Beach Boys, the lead singer is Brian Wilson, and then kind of the other creative force is Mike Love. Or when Brian Wilson left the band, Mike Love kind of carried on with the Beach Boys, would you say?
Yeah, he's like the guy that wanted the songs to all be about Woody cars and surfing, and then the Wilson brothers kind of deferred to Brian, who's like the genius of the group, to take the music into other places. And I don't think he wrote a lot of the lyrics on Pet Sounds, but the music is abstract. And I know Mike Love didn't like it because he's like, it's not about cars, it's not about surfing. So a lot of people look at Mike Love like he's kind of the anti-creative force in the Beach Boys.
He's the dork of the group.
Business. Yeah, but when you go to Petco Park last weekend or whatever, they have this huge Beach Boys concert, and it's Mike Love and John Stamos, Uncle Jesse, and Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray, and they actually play a Sugar Ray song. Yeah. So it's just totally not what the Beach Boys used to be.
I've seen that act.
It's really bad, but part of me kind of enjoys that it's such a stupid, simple, because I love early Beach Boys stuff, which is all about cars and the county fair.
Totally. So I saw that act at the county fair. They played at the Del Mar Fair, and I was like, dude, Brian Wilson wasn't there and John Stamos was on guitar. Was it really the Beach Boys?
No, yeah. I don't know why. They should be called, I put this on my Instagram the other day. I'm like, I think that they should be called the, what was it? No, something with Boiz. No, it was a great name. I'm not going to remember in time, but I want to say it was the Boogie Boys, but it's not because it's already a thing.
The Beach Guys.
Yeah. Fuck it, whatever. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad stuff. But like I was saying, the first time in my life, I'm finally starting to embrace the cheesiness of the Beach Boys as well as their masterpieces.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I also not recently, but a few years ago, I saw Ringo Starr's All-Star Band.
Damn.
And it was kind of the same vibe, where it was undeniably, these are rock stars from the 60s, and they're playing hit songs that I know, but there's also something inherently corny about it. And it doesn't feel like I'm at a real rock and roll concert. It doesn't feel quite authentic.
No, yeah. If you feel it also feels off-putting. It feels ominous or whatever, something odd about seeing Ringo Starr, and then he's and my buddy Kid Rock's gonna come out and sing.
It was Ringo Starr and Edgar Winter, the guy who plays Frankenstein. That was on Rock Band 1.
Louis Cole. Is that God's? Wait, no. What song? Oh no,
that's Frankenstein by Edgar Winter Group. That one.
That's a great song.
Yeah, and he's there. He's in Ringo Starr's All-Star Band, so they kind of, and then a couple other Halfway Famous guys are there too, and they all play all of
Like
their
Halfway
hits.
Famous.
Well, Ringo Starr's the most famous,
Yeah.
obviously, and then it's like Rick Derringer, I think, on guitar.
See, like, it's also kind of awesome too because it's so stupid. You could really like think of something funny. Like you can make like a Mega 64 skit of just like all of these super groups that are like in their 70s trying to, I don't care about staying relevant, but like trying to like outdo each other. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
You
It's so funny to see that Ringo Starr concert and then go see like Paul McCartney, who
No, yeah, he just kills it every single time.
Yeah,
He's like,
still like the biggest attraction in the world.
yeah. Like I was watching a YouTube video of his at work last night playing Hey Jude. He's like, I mean, how old is he now? This isn't that long ago. So he's like in his 70s, like just like playing this amazing, he sounds incredible. And and then Ringo's playing at like Saquon doing
Yeah, Ringo's playing at the casino with 3 other celebrities backing him up.
I'm trying to think of how many bands come out and like try to reform with new members. Like, doesn't the Grateful Dead do that now? Like with John Mayer and also Kiss. Like, isn't half of Kiss like not in the band anymore? Like,
well, Kiss is
Ace
still
Frehley's gone.
Yeah, Ace Frehley's gone, but they still have and they don't have. I guess is Peter Criss dead? I don't
know what happened to the Catman.
I think he's still alive.
Yeah, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons are still there, but I mean, Kiss has always been kind of like. I'm trying to think of another band like that. Yeah, where it's like a completely. The Beach Boys would be like the number one, where it's just Mike Love and Brian. Is it not Al Jardine? I don't even think he's in it anymore.
I think even more recently, like I saw Black Sabbath and they had the drummer from like Rage Against the Machine with them. And then I heard that like Panic at the Disco is just the lead singer.
It's just him. Brendan.
See, when it gets down to like that, where it's like a band that wasn't even, I mean, you can start doing that when you're in your 70s, but if you're in your 30s and you're like, it's the drummer, he's singing now and everybody's different.
Yeah.
Like, what are you a fan of? Like,
it's so strange when you get down into like who can legally use the name and who is legally entitled to play the music, because then it's like, this is no longer a creative artistic endeavor. No. This is like, we're getting into copyright infringement.
That's been happening with Pink Floyd. Roger Waters and David Gilmour have just been like battling it out.
That's another example.
Yeah. They fucking hate each other. I didn't know that.
I always love when bands can just like keep it, like even Metallica having a different bass player. Well, they have to, but I mean, like Weezer or something, like they've had like different bass player. That always, there's something about a band that can just stay the same guys, same people till the end, like Fugazi or something, but they're not playing anymore.
Well, to bring it back to Mega 64, I've always kind of viewed us as a band a little bit. We put out videos, those are our songs, and then we go to live events, and those are our concerts or live events. And a couple of years ago, we were having some meetings in LA, creative meetings, and people complimented us. They're like, you guys have stuck together for a long time. Most people break up. And we were like, really? And they were like, yeah, most of the comedy groups we've worked with or tried to sign, we never get this far because they'll start fighting with each other and they'll break up. I guess that's a common story for a lot of creative groups.
It just seems natural. Like if you want people to stick around, if you want, your fans to stick around, like you should probably do the same. You should probably try to give them, I don't know. It just seems like it's disappointing seeing a complete, like if I saw Stella, like the comedy troupe Stella or Kids in the Hall, and it was all different people, I wouldn't watch it. It would be awful.
I don't think anybody ever thinks of that when they're putting together a creative group. If you're putting together a band or a comedy troupe, you never think, do I like these people enough to stick with them for a long time if this works out? When you're first starting, it's like, I'll take anybody who's interested. Like, let's just get something going.
Totally.
I don't know. We have that famous story with Metallica and Dave Mustaine. Like, they kicked him out, and obviously he was talented because he went on to form his own band in his own right.
But now I think Megadeth is, I mean, they've been through so many changes. It's just Dave Mustaine now, and I'm like, he's like the next. He's got to kick himself out next. Like he's like they
Nobody
their
lets him
bass
kick
player
out.
just got kicked out. Well, their bass player just got kicked out for things that like Dave Mustaine has done. And
Have
I'm
you
just
heard
like,
this
how
story,
the fuck is
Johnny?
this
No,
guy
not at
clean?
all.
I've heard this story.
Yeah, it's gross. Like, I mean, the guy, he's like a preacher, right? Dave Ellefson, the bass player of Megadeth.
So
think
footage
he's
of
like-
this guy of him. We're gonna
You're
get
jumping
into it.
right
We're
into
gonna
that.
get into it. This is the
I'm into it.
news podcast.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is exactly the type. Honestly, I almost brought this story up on this podcast a couple weeks ago when it was breaking.
Yeah.
Somehow, video of him masturbating was leaked on the internet, and it was apparently a call he had with a fan who and he's married, so it wasn't his wife. So all this stuff came out about grooming and this and that. It was pretty bad. But at the end of the day, the girl's like, no, we were in a consensual
Totally
relationship.
consensual. Yeah.
But this is like private stuff. Like none of this ever should have been leaked.
How'd it get leaked?
I think she
I
sent it
don't
to a
know.
friend, and the friend leaked it.
I would honestly, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to think Dave Mustaine was behind it all because they hate each other. I think Dave Ellefson has been in like lawsuit after lawsuit with
Oh
I'm
my
just-
gosh! So
that's-
you think
that's totally not no,
X-Files
no.
level conspiracy theory? Dave Mustaine is pulling
Just
the
sitting there
strings.
watching it, yeah, with like
he did a
his own
character
little
assassination.
TriCaster system. Probably, yeah.
So
I mean, now he's in total control of Megadeth.
yeah. So because of it, what to me is so funny is like on paper, and at the end of the day, nobody did anything really wrong. But it was in such contrast with his reputation as a minister, a pastor.
Well, aside from like he's cheating on his wife,
but that's
like,
not anybody's business.
He's in Megadeth.
You know,
Well,
like
right? Yeah. It's like it's not anybody's business. It's Twitter is like I don't have one. I think I got one a couple months ago, but I've never used it. So it's there, but I can't even log into it anymore. But what an evil, like you log onto it and there's just some guy jacking off. Like that's what my brother told me. He's like, I logged onto Twitter and it's like Dave Ellefson masturbating.
this is 2021. Like this is the world we live in.
That
now.
happened with the guy who played Darth Maul on Instagram.
Oh, no.
There was just like his account just posted a video of him jerking off.
Oh my god.
Was he like in
I
Darth
fucking
Maul,
wish
like
just
Mega?
full mauled out.
Oh, at least
No,
at
he's
least
got,
he
like,
didn't ruin the
yeah.
character.
Was it?
So
Yeah,
yeah, he
well.
can't be in Megadeth anymore because he was cheating on his wife and this video came out. But to me, it's like you were a pastor. You're still allowed to be in Megadeth if you want.
Yeah.
Don't be a pastor.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Dave Mustaine, I'm like, are you going to kick yourself out eventually because you have done? I think it's like the pressure of people thought it was a much more sinister situation, so he was
Yeah.
like, all right, you got to go,
Yeah.
and he wanted to get rid of him anyway. But so
It's interesting.
the combination of that and yeah, I don't know, it's gross.
Don't
That's,
hey, kids watching out there, don't ever masturbate on camera.
Don't do it.
Even when you think you're safe,
You're not.
you never know.
There's a great video.
Unless you have an OnlyFans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless
Then you could be a
you're
huge
fully
star.
ready for
Pay
that
for
to be
it.
released publicly.
There's a great video
Yeah.
of Dave Mustaine where he's playing a concert in, I think, Mexico. And he just says, like, you guys got to get over here in our country. This was just as the Sandy Hook shooting happened. He's
No.
like, in our country, we got Barack Obama faking shootings to take away our guns.
I didn't see that,
Dude, it's fucking-
is that the
What?
Is that the one where he's like decked out like all like in angel white clothing and like huge Reebok sneakers on stage?
Dude, I hope so.
I saw a video of Dave
I can't-
Mustaine talking about how he's a born again Christian now, and
Yeah,
he really is sorry because he put like actual witchcraft and satanic spells in his early music, and he's like, I can't play those songs anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about that. Like, I think it's ridiculous, but
I guess I don't have an opinion on that either. I
Yeah,
find it really
sorry.
just fascinating.
I love
you
talking
know?
about Dave Mustaine.
well, it's just like then give back the money that you made off of all those. I don't know. It's just so stupid. Just
Dave
play your
Mustaine
stupid songs.
he lives in San Diego. He's
I know
a
that.
local.
Not anymore. I think he moved to Nashville. Yeah, I think he moved.
Oh man,
His daughter. Yeah, I know. Actually, I used to work downtown and almost met him. I saw him from afar because he was working with like the kids in Symphony Tower.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him off in the distance, but
I saw him on the news a few years ago, and the newscasters didn't know it was Dave Mustaine, and they were just interviewing him about some unrelated thing like happening at a lake. They were like, "What do you think about them banning fire pits at the lake?" And then it cuts to Dave Mustaine.
What do you mean I can't have a fire pit?
Yeah, basically.
That's great.
And then I'm watching it just being like, oh shit, that's just the guy from Megadeth on TV. And then it cuts back to the newscasters at the desk, and they're like, we were unaware at the time of filming, but apparently the man who appeared in that article was a world famous musician, Dave Mustaine from the band Megadeth.
Yeah, that's so weird. World famous musician. Yeah, like I work part-time as an editor for the news, and I remember seeing a story a couple of years ago. We didn't actually do anything where we said, sorry, we didn't mention who this was at the time. Like we just like let nobody ever mention it. I noticed this story where this guy saved an old woman from a sinkhole. So this kid saves this woman from a sinkhole. Her car just goes, it's in Los Angeles. And I'm listening to him give his interview. I'm like, holy shit, that's the little kid from Role Models. Have you seen the movie Role Models? The little foul-mouthed kid?
Yeah.
But he's just a full-grown man, like just saved this lady. And I'm like, that's that little kid from Role Models. And I swore it was him. And I found his YouTube or his Facebook page. And he was like, I just saved somebody's life. And I told everybody, but nobody, you can probably find it on YouTube. Little kid from Role Models saves woman's life in a sinkhole, but I don't think I don't think anybody ever knew. It just happened. I noticed it.
When I was growing up, there was this stereotype about child actors that their life would be ruined when they became adults because fame and celebrity at such an early age would like corrupt their personalities. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm older, it turns out a lot of these child actors and people who were getting famous years ago are just normal, well-adjusted, highly successcle people.
I gave you the Schroder update the other day. I don't know about him.
Okay, maybe not him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like Corey Feldman.
No, Corey Feldman is an example of like when I was growing up. They talk about how it'll mess you up, but
yeah. No,
you just talked about the kid from Role Models is saving lives, and I was watching a music video the other day, and somebody's like, that's the actor who played Jack's son in Lost, and I was like, what the fuck? This kid's in like a hit band now?
Yeah. The singer Christian of Aquabats was a child actor, and he was friends with like all these famous people. I don't want to throw out names because I'm not, but I know he would say like, yeah, I saw all the Coreys on interview or when he would go, I'm trying to get a role. And he's like, he had his own show, Yo Gabba Gabba. He's in a really cool band. He's doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, you're pretty well adjusted. And he's like, yeah, like most of those dudes are totally fine. I think it's just, you only hear about the train wrecks. You forget about
grabbers.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your music. We kind of talked about this on Friday, and we're gonna have to end this interview at some point. But you just recently went on tour with the Aquabats last year before pandemic hit, right?
Yeah, I did. Right before COVID.
How many shows did you play?
It was a short tour. Like I opened up there. It was like 2 weeks or a little bit longer than that. There was a break in between, but. I had just put out a record on like a solo record. I play in a band called Mrs. Magician, and I had just recorded and put out a solo record and got on that tour. And then when we were done, I started planning other stuff, and it just got, COVID happened to the world. So
yeah. And you're working on a second solo album now, right?
Yeah, I am just now finishing it. Like I'm recording like the last little bits this week, and then I'm mixing it here. So I'm just doing the whole thing myself as opposed to the last record. I actually I played everything, but I went to a studio and had someone mix it for me. And this one, I'm just like, I got my equipment here. I'm just going to do it myself because it sounds cool.
That's cool. So you're almost done with it then.
Yeah. And I think that Mrs. Magician is going to play a show next month on the 16th. So we're probably going to start making music together, hopefully, now that this is all done.
Oh, nice.
I'm hyped.
We just got the big announcement then. We just broke it to the world.
Oh, well, like I haven't actually talked to anybody about this. This is just me spitballing here. But like I know Tommy and Corey would probably, I mean, we have ideas floating around to make another batch of songs, and I've got old Mrs. Magician songs I want to revamp. But yeah, it seems like that's like much more easy to get going than like I love doing solo stuff, but it's just really hard to.
Do you feel like it's
going.
going to be like an explosion of creativity after being locked up when you get like back together with the band?
Oh, yeah, probably, because like the attention I've been putting into this record is like this album is so much going on with like, you know, all my ideas in one place. And Mrs. Magician is so like stylized. It's just like a rock and roll band that's kind of like poppy and surfy or whatever. So it's just like I'm dying to just write in that vein and be like, all right, let's write some easy pop songs and just have fun with it, because it's just that band has always been really easy to write for. So yeah, probably like chomping at the bit to get back in there and make some songs with my buddies.
Nice. Very cool. Excellent. Well, I wanted to get some of your creative projects in there because I think we are coming to the end of our session here. What's up?
No, I just was bummed. I was having a good time listening to you guys talk.
I know it was a good time.
I got like lost in not just hearing you guys talk.
I'm sorry if I talked over you.
Oh no!
I wanted to figure out what you were drinking. Actually, before this started, Derek drinks. We can end it right after this. But I was curious. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Like, are you drinking iced coffee and you're drinking cold brew? Can you please explain the difference? Why you would choose iced coffee over cold brew?
I say this all the time.
Cold brew, when I drink it black, because I tend to drink my coffee black, I just get too amped, and then I just get like super jittery. I think cold brew has way more caffeine in it, right? Or am I crazy?
I don't know.
I think it does.
I'm not sure.
I think it does have more caffeine.
So I just want the less caffeine.
Because they steep the cold brew for 24 hours.
Oh, shit.
I know that they brew iced coffee. They double brew. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. At the end of the day, let's just keep it.
Do you miss working at Starbucks sometimes?
Every day of my life. No, you know, I do. I like that company used to be, because I haven't worked there in a long time, since 2013. And I always say this, I sound like an old man, like pissed off at a cloud, but they used to be really good. Yeah. And I know you guys are drinking it, but I just don't drink Starbucks. I haven't drinking forever, but it's gross now, in my opinion. I think it's disgusting.
Wait, what happened? Let's get into it. How did Starbucks fall?
Another hour.
Well, like Howard Schultz left the company. I think they got a different syrup distributor. They got different pastries. They got different espresso machines. They got rid of those old manual ones and got these new ones that go really fast so they can pump out more for the drive-thru. So I think it's just like it's slowly turned into McDonald's. But I remember it being like really good when I started there, probably in 2003, on and off, because it's the only job I could find that would let me leave for tour, because I used to randomly go on all these tours. And but they also don't do that anymore. So fuck you, Starbucks.
I do consider Starbucks to be the modern day McDonald's in terms
Aren't
of.
they owned by McDonald's?
No, they're
or is that
not.
Chipotle? That's Chipotle.
Chipotle is owned by McDonald's. But as far as like number of locations and number of foods like that they're serving and distributing, I think McDonald's used to be like the number one spot for fast food, like food on the go in America. And I think now it's Starbucks.
Yeah. Starbucks is the place that all bands go to on tour to use the bathroom. Because they're like the cleanest bathrooms, and you probably know that. It's just they have the cleanest bathrooms. You know, I would say, or you know, I mean, you've gone on tour with Mega64. I don't know if you've ever stopped at Buc-ee's.
No,
Buc-ee's
that's like that's
Texas,
kind of
right?
like in the Midwest. We don't drive around there.
Their bathrooms are immaculate.
Yeah, I've seen on YouTube. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I've heard about the Buc-ee's bathrooms. I got to check that out sometime.
I pulled up the top 4 highest grossing fast food chains. Do you want me to read them or do you want to guess?
Yeah, sure. I would. Yeah, can I guess? And you?
Sure.
Or,
all right.
you want to start? At
Is
the
this
bottom
of
or the
all
top?
time or currently?
Currently.
Do you want to
fast
guess?
food chains? Okay.
I would say that Chick-fil-A would have to be in the mix in there.
No
Nope.
way, because they're not open on Sunday, so that's a whole day they're
Oh,
not making
yeah.
money. I would say Subway is like up there,
Yep. Do you want to know what number?
All right,
number 1.
3.
Okay.
It is 3.
Three.
Wow. I'm not gonna guess because I feel like I felt really confident going into it, but now it's like all fast food. Like, yeah, I'm not Sbarro. I don't know.
What about
I'm thinking, like,
Starbucks?
airports.
Is that on there?
Number 2, Starbucks.
Number 2 is Starbucks. Wow.
McDonald's is
number 1
number
cannot
one.
be McDonald's.
It is.
It has to be. KFC. Number
Top
4.
50 fast food chains in America.
That's their sales. Oh, the 2018. Sorry, I fucked
Oh,
up.
that's by sales. That's by sales. Well, McDonald's,
All
I don't know if you
right,
know
yeah.
this, is insanely expensive. I can't,
Yeah.
I got priced out of McDonald's. It's like rich food
They have
for
a dollar
poor people.
menu. They have a $1. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. All right. Well,
the
you know
dollar
what?
menu.
On that note,
Yeah,
Do you
we're gonna
want
wrap this
to,
up, but dude, you got to come back and we'll like
Please.
talk again sometime if you want. You're welcome back.
yeah, I would love to. We got to do it in the morning because I'm much more alert and awake and talkative in the morning.
Yeah, and our equipment apparently actually works and doesn't crash. So
Maybe.
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Okay, this has been Jacob Turnbloom. Do you have social media you want to plug where people can follow you or find your stuff?
I mean, I have an Instagram, but there's not. Yeah, just tacos _Turnbloom. I've got other stuff, but whatever. I mean,
That's
where
the
I'm
number
at
one
all the
spot.
time.
So check it out, everybody.
Well, that's just where I'm. That's where I'm at. That's where I actually go.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's where I find you all the time. Yeah. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks for
Jacob.
talking.
Thank you.
All right, we're back. I hope you
back,
enjoyed
baby.
that.
Yeah.
Took
So
2 takes to get that interview, so I hope it was
Yeah.
worth it.
we've been having some computer troubles, but it's all good.
Yeah.
We made it happen. We talked to him. Oh shit. We got a Schroder update. Yeah, that's right, folks. We got a Schroder update. You thought there would only be one Schroder update, but we have multiple.
Who is Schroder again?
Ricky Schroder was a child actor who was also in NYPD Blue.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what show he was on when he was a child. It's like Silver Spoon or some shit. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
I don't know.
who Schroder is.
Yeah, Ricky Schroder. Ricky Schroder and a group of anti-vaxxers turned up at a Foo Fighters concert on Tuesday night to protest the band's support of vaccination against the coronavirus. You can only go into the concert if you're vaccinated or show proof. Mm-hmm. So him and a bunch of people outside protested the concert.
But they couldn't get in,
No,
so they didn't do anything.
no.
They didn't see the show. They didn't interrupt the music.
Yeah, they just stood outside and protested. I have footage of the protest if you want to see it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I need a sec.
Because my prediction is that it's really underwhelming and not really effective.
It's like extremely baffling. The word choices that they use.
Let's fire it up.
So yeah, the language they use in this is kind of all over the place.
We are in the Canyon Club, where you can only go see the Foo Fighters if you have been vaccinated and show proof of vaccination.
Right.
These people fail to understand that this is segregation, and segregation is discrimination.
Segregation?
So we are here.
Huh?
We are demonstrating.
Even for vaccinated only.
Even for vaccinated only.
What are the words
Unvaccinated,
blocked
not-
out? I would not chant that.
Wait for the kicker.
Oh, I thought they were chanting pro segregation.
No segregation.
No, baby. No.
We did that. No.
Oh,
did that.
Oh, no.
Bro. Is
Oh, God. Can I sit down with some of these people?
right? Pulling out that language is so hellish to me. Like, for something that I don't know. I have no words. Whatever. That the video kind of just peters off there. I don't know. Do you really have to see the Foo Fighters that bad if you don't want to get vaccinated? I don't know.
You got too much time on your hands and your life is too easy if you're outside protesting because you can't see the Foo Fighters concert. Like, get a fucking life. Jesus Christ.
I don't think it's funny because I assume any venue now or any concert that does this, they're going to have people protesting outside, but it's so funny that it was the Foo Fighters that did it first because it's just it's such a funny snapshot of like because it's just like such a whatever band. It's fucking the Foo Fighters.
By the way, I want to point out, it's not segregation if it's company policy.
Yeah,
like literally, the Foo Fighters don't want you.
Yeah,
the Foo Fighters don't want you. You're not invited to the Foo Fighter party. That's not segregation. You weren't invited.
Just uninvited.
You're just not cool.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't invite you somewhere, that's not discrimination unless it's like an institutionalized policy.
Yeah. It's a lot. If they do this in schools, I think a similar thing would happen, which I think they are doing in school. Some schools you have to be vaccinated.
Yeah, for polio, for hepatitis.
Yeah,
we're talking about COVID. I'm
yeah.
sorry. That's all of a sudden a fucking problem. At this point, you know what? I hope they keep this up because you're wasting your own time. You're spending your own money to make these stupid signs.
Yeah.
You're
wasting your time.
You're wasting your own energy. The Foo Fighters probably sold out the show, had a great show.
100%. They had a great time.
In fact, this makes me like the Foo Fighters more.
Yeah,
and I think
me
the Foo
too.
Fighters are, kind of crap. But if it attracts this kind of rhetoric, then I'm all for it.
Me too. I just hope that Ricky Schroder keeps this up so I can keep doing more Schroder updates.
Where's Ricky Schroder located?
I don't know.
This looks like,
He was somewhere in that crowd.
I'm going to guess this is Arizona, Nevada, somewhere like that.
It was in California.
Oh, even better, in our own backyard. Heck yeah.
I don't know how to say that.
Agora Hills, California.
Agora Hills.
It's so funny that people from the more conservative parts of the country just blanket hate California, the state that we're from, because California is mostly extremely conservative.
100%. It's just small, or it's mostly the cities that are more
It
liberal.
just so happens that
Same with New York.
the three largest cities in California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego, are, I wouldn't even say super liberal, especially not San Diego, where we have a huge military presence.
Yeah.
And most of our government here is actually like red and Republican. But, just these coastal cities, I think these cities that have large ports of destination, like they've been destination cities for people for a long time from other countries. Like when they first arrive, they arrive on these coastal cities.
Yeah.
They're more liberal. But if you drive 20 minutes inland, I mean, it looks like the rest of America.
Yeah, it's like that in New York. It's like New York City, super liberal. New York State, Long Island, Staten Island, completely red. Like even New Jersey is like 50-50.
People talk a lot of shit on New York, too.
Exactly.
So, you never know. You come out to California, you're going to find Schroder in effect.
Schroder.
Hey, here's a news story coming out of Texas. This is a COVID-19 related news story. This is nothing new. There was a guy. He hated COVID-19. He was anti-masker, anti-vaxxer.
Okay.
Publicly spoke out about getting the vaccine, but has now changed his tune
That's cool.
after getting COVID-19
Like my
and
grandpa.
receiving a double lung transplant.
Oh, buddy. How do you even get that done? That's like,
I don't know.
The list
Could
you have to get on.
I don't even understand.
that dude has some power to get a double lung transplant.
This
It's hard
guy-
to get any transplant in general.
American Frankenstein. That's who this guy is.
American Frankenstein.
I am American Frankenstein. Watch me breathe.
Watch me breathe.
If-
Radio edit.
If you don't have a mask, then you can leave. It's just our daily update on people who should have got vaccinated and wish they did. Double lung transplant. That's crazy.
Double lung. Dude, that probably, the recovery on that probably sucked.
I saw a picture of him. He looks like he's doing okay. Brazil had 2,468 COVID deaths in 24 hours.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah, this news story was from June 15th.
That's what I'm saying. And we're in California, we're acting like the shit's done, and it's really not.
Welcome to Quarantine Cast, everybody.
Yeah.
Mega64antine, whichever you want to call it. I prefer the first one.
Yeah.
No, the coronavirus pandemic is not over.
Nope.
It's cooling off in parts of America, but it's red hot in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost 2,500 deaths in 24 hours. Here's some stats for you. Brazil had 80,000 new cases reported in the last 24 hours.
Damn.
And I think they have recorded almost 18 million cases since the pandemic started. And the death toll is approaching 500,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it's going off in Brazil.
Yeah, it's a global pandemic, so it's worldwide. It may be okay here in California for a little bit, but
yeah, and I know we have viewers from Brazil. So
yeah.
I mean, if
Stay
you're in
safe.
Brazil, stay safe. Let us know what's going on in the comments.
Please.
How is it in your neighborhood? If things calm down, are you feeling safe? Are you still taking precautions? How do you feel about everything going on in America? I'd like to know. Let us know.
for real.
Unrelated to COVID, but here's some sad news. This one's gonna bum everybody out.
Oh no. Trigger warning.
No, I mean, it's about global warming.
Okay, yeah.
The United States is likely to claim the title of hottest place on earth as of this year. The United States
It's just funny to put it that
is the hottest place on earth. When you think of the hottest place on earth, your mind probably goes to Baghdad,
Yeah.
or like, some desert in the Middle East, Gobi Desert, the sub-Saharan Africa. I don't know. You're probably not thinking California.
You're not thinking Maine.
You're not thinking Texas. But
Texas is a little bit pretty hot down there.
temperatures in Death Valley are predicted to go into 130 degrees. But temperatures all across the Southwest are 10 to 30 degrees higher than average, including, Wyoming, Utah, South Dakota, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and California. Apparently, heat records are being shattered daily over the past 2 weeks in America, and we are on our way to capturing the record for the country with the hottest temperatures on record, making the United States the hottest place on earth. And we're not talking hot, Derek's been lifting weights all summer. We're talking, we're not going to have a very nice future if we don't take global warming seriously. That's my downer news for the day. Everything else today is going to be really uplifting and super funny. Johnny, what do you got for us?
Oh shit. Let me see. I'm gonna fuck. I don't know if I have anything that's. Oh, I got some interesting shit. I got such sights to show you. Eraserhead or Hellraiser. Eraserhead. The sinkhole.
Where's it going? Who's hitting the brakes? Why are the brake lights on?
Oh no!
Get out of the
I
car!
didn't think about that. I don't think anyone was in the car. I hope not. Why would the brake? Oh my god! I hope no one's in the car. I didn't even think about the brake lights. I saw this on Twitter. Someone was like, "Hey, it's a sinkhole in India. That's pretty cool." And I didn't think about the brake lights.
Holy shit.
Did someone just say "Holy shit"?
Holy shit.
Maybe the car's just getting crushed enough where I don't know.
The water is probably pushing the brake down.
I hope so.
I think if there was somebody in there, there would be a crowd of people.
Exactly, like trying to get the car
rescue
out.
them.
Yeah.
Not some 12-year-old being like, holy
shit.
Holy shit. Yo, Miss Jones just went in the hole. That's my universal accent, non-denominational
Yeah, no,
accent.
don't get mad.
So here's somebody died. I'm sorry. I have another story. Somebody died.
Sorry.
I
laughed.
There was a car accident where a guy crashed into a bar and he injured some people. I think somebody died in the accident, but the driver in the deadly crash is being charged. There's a couple of things they're charging him with. So apparently he was drunk.
Okay. Bad.
He was drinking and driving. Yeah. He was also high on cocaine.
Okay. bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Alex Moreno, 32, San Jose, drunk, high on cocaine. Oh, what? Oh, he was receiving a BJ too. Guy was having sex. Guy was receiving some sex, high on cocaine, and drunk when he drove his car into a bar.
No.
Yeah. Driver charged in deadly San Jose crash reportedly was having sex. So,
What a guy.
you got to know when to draw the line. All right. If you're going to go out and have a drink, lay off the coke. But if your addictions grab hold of you and you say, all right, okay, it's getting wild, let's go home.
Yeah.
Wait until you get home
Yeah.
before you start having sex.
I'm trying to think of the logistics. So, sorry, this is going to get graphic. I'm assuming
Nah.
he's driving this.
I think it involved a penis.
And she's like on his lap, I assume.
I don't, you're asking the wrong guy.
Okay.
I don't know.
I just wanted to figure out like the logistics of how. Okay, never mind.
I don't even know what logistics means.
Oh.
Royal Caribbean,
Yeah.
the cruise line, they're getting back on their feet. That's great. But they have to delay their cruise ship after 8 crew members test positive for COVID.
What, dude? When COVID started, we brought up how cruise ships are just like
They were the number one spot to get hit
that
when the outbreak happened.
and that just in general, they're like almost like a fucking petri dish of disease.
Yeah.
Why are they coming back?
What's the rush to go back to a cruise ship?
Yeah, like-
literally things have been open for 5 days
And you're
like,
trapped.
I'm ready to get back on that cruise.
You're trapped on there for like a week, a full week.
That was just some COVID news for you. I do have a couple videos here.
Sure.
Jeff Bezos, money can't buy happiness. That's
Dude,
all I'm
money
going to say.
cannot buy happiness with Jeff Bezos.
Especially when you're Jeff Bezos and literally everywhere you go, you can't even walk to your car without people talking shit to you.
Do you want me to play this
Yeah,
video?
fire
All
up
right.
this video.
Hey Jeff, do you feel bad when your Amazon workers die in the warehouse sometimes?
Hey Jeff, nice lazy eye. I wish money could fix that.
Oh my God.
The end.
I think there was a recent billboard that said like be nice to billionaires or something. Did you
Was
see
there?
that?
I did not see that. No.
Dude, apparently I love this because there's such a fucking like class struggle happening in America. These billionaires are just getting like dumped on 24/7. They're like, "Oh, we're people too." Shut the fuck up. Pay your workers more.
Well, the thing about
Fuck
the
you, Jeff
lazy
Bezos.
eye, ouch. Dang.
Yeah, that one hit him. You could tell. He's like,
Anybody can have a lazy eye. Ooh. I think the sad part of that video is the guy goes, "Hey, Jeff." And Jeff Bezos honestly turns to him and makes eye contact.
Yeah.
Like, "What's up, buddy? Do I know you?"
He was excited.
And he's like, "You feel bad when the workers die at your factory?" And Jeff's just like, here it is. Jeff Bezos this is the world's biggest villain again. I bet Jeff Bezos goes home and cries every night. Just feels sorry for himself. Everybody thinks being the richest guy in the world is fun, but it's not.
I just imagine him like sitting very pensive, and then we just like cut to a watch of him in this like beautiful, lavish mansion. Like,
He's in like a gold leaf marble penthouse on the 31st floor of a skyscraper. He has the entire building to his house. He has an actual lion and tiger guarding the door.
Yeah.
And they're in gold chains. And he's sitting there crying. The journalist leaked my dick pics last year and no one even gave a fuck because I'm so rich. They hate me.
dude.
Every once in a while, shed a tear for Jeff Bezos.
Shed a fucking tear.
Be happy you're not Jeff Bezos. Could you imagine being Jeff Bezos? You're the richest guy in the world and everybody fucking hates you.
It seems like what's that book they make you read in school?
What's that one book?
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
The Great Gatsby?
Yeah, I assume it's like that. Wasn't he like super rich and sad?
Dude, Gatsby just wanted Daisy, but he couldn't be with her, and all the money in the world couldn't buy his happiness. You remember, you saw Leo. You saw the movie with Leo DiCaprio. Jeff Bezos is basically Leo DiCaprio.
He is.
He's basically modern day Gatsby.
He has like more money than Gatsby could ever even imagine. which is hilarious to think about.
I bet Jeff Bezos gives a shit ton of money away. We just don't know about it.
I wonder. He should. He has billions, and he probably just makes $1 billion like in an hour.
This guy was packing books and putting them in the mail 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now he's the richest guy in the world.
What the
This guy was in his apartment and he built Amazon.com. Order a book from me. My name's Jeff. I'll mail it to you. Little did he know he would someday be the richest man in the history of the world.
like supervillain status rich.
More money than any human being who has ever walked this earth. And you were just mailing books out of your apartment in Seattle in 1999.
Dude,
It's
money
pretty wild.
Imagine just like there's some millionaires out there that don't really have to think about money, but I'm sure there's certain like payments are like, ooh, like this is a lot of money. With Jeffrey, money isn't even a thing. Like he doesn't think about it at all, probably in the slightest.
Oh, he probably makes like $8,000 a second.
Yeah, it's like anything he wants, anything. That dude, he's probably so fucking miserable.
That's why we're going to have an episode where we expose the lives of the super rich. Because I think
get Jeff on this podcast.
I think it's hard to fathom having that much money.
I think so.
I don't think people are even aware when you have that much money, you live in a different world. Like,
Yeah.
you don't go to McDonald's.
No.
You pay somebody to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then they like
Helicopter
fly
over
it back to you in a helicopter.
Yeah,
exactly.
Dude, you're in fucking California and you want fucking pizza from New York. Like someone's helicoptering it to you and you have it. Like anything you want. Insane.
And even that, I feel like we're not even really scratching the.
He's about to go into
surface.
space.
Yeah, I
forgot about that.
I think we're not even quite aware of the levels of wealth out there. Okay, we got another video here for you. Check this out. Where's our list? Why don't you pull up something?
Sure. You know, I am trying to get into yoga and I figured out there's like this whole new type of yoga that I've been trying to get into. It's called laughing yoga. You heard about this?
No, sounds stupid.
Sounds
wonderful, actually.
Yeah, don't knock it until you watch this video and then you'll be a changed man.
Welcome to 15 minutes laughter yoga. Laughter yoga is breathing, stretching, and of course, laughter exercise.
Does his shirt say Happy Lemons?
Yeah, it's a book he wrote.
Back and you just laugh silent up in the air like this. Take a look.
I can't even do that. Next is up the laughter. Oh, here's the argument laughter.
Instead of getting angry when you argue, you just meet each other like this, and then you argue like this.
Self laughter.
Hey, this is good.
Yeah.
Too serious and we have to be perfect and do everything right. But this time we're just gonna laugh at ourselves. So everyone take their fingers and then
This is what everyone does to us. Do this at home.
Oh, wait, I took it too far.
Yeah. Paycheck laughter is when you're handed a paycheck.
in your left hand like this.
Whoa.
And then you show me what it says, the number in the bottom of your paycheck like this.
I actually do this. Free laughter.
It's not really
Other one's paid laughter.
just connecting and letting go.
The other was controlled laughter.
Oh.
This free laughter, I just want to give you a tip that you can use here and many other places in your life as well. And it's called fake it until you make it.
Oh.
I used to do this when I was a kid, and I'd force myself to laugh until the laughter became
Yeah.
real, and then I wouldn't be able to stop, and it was psychotic.
They look pretty. Oh, they fell asleep.
Oh, they laughed themselves out.
Hope someone brings a little blanket for them.
I think phase 2 is they do all this again, but they're naked.
That was a really good burst of energy.
It was surprisingly fun. It was a little difficult to start, where it was like the fake it till you make it, like Thomas said, and then all of a sudden like, things were just.
What?
going
This guy's too intelligent for his own
really
good.
funny
Yeah, this was
fast,
definitely
and
at like an
you just
office.
go
Like they
crazy,
hired
you
this
can't
guy
help
for
it.
this
So that
fucking.
was
Go be a
really
voice
cool.
actor, my
I
friend.
really felt
Yeah.
that I had let go of something.
Okay.
It was,
Okay, you have demons.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she's fucked up.
She scared me.
She was like, I let go of all my
broken Matt Hardy vibes.
my baggage. Yeah, she's broken.
Oh, that was good. What is Six Flags Zombie Auditions?
Oh, dude, we have to say that for the end. That's
Okay,
like, that's
okay.
long, and I'm surprised how well you were able to get through that laughter thing. I watched that for a second, and I couldn't.
That felt good.
I was cringing so hard,
Dude, I've done so much stupid, wonky, new age shit in my
Yeah.
life. That was nothing. That actually felt good. That was right up there with Paul McCartney's eye yoga. Could we combine eye yoga and laughter yoga?
Yeah. You look real cool.
All right. What about what do I have here? Angry keeper doesn't want to hand over the ball. So this is a video from a soccer game in Europe. I guess the goalie, the ball keeper, didn't want to hand it over, and that pissed off the crowd, and they wouldn't drop it.
Okay.
For the whole game.
Just load on here. Damn.
Yeah, no, turn it up. Turn it up. The guy in blue is the goalie. He doesn't want to give it away. That's it. That was the whole. He held the ball too long.
It's like a wrestling match.
I see you. I see you.
Dude, this is probably them being behind him is probably horrific. He's getting heated.
This isn't wrestling. This is soccer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh.
They're stomping.
What are they saying?
What was that?
I don't know. There was like a weird little song. Oh, now they like him. He got over with them.
He got over with them.
They love him now.
You could only give somebody so much shit before you
Yeah.
actually start to like them.
That reminded me of whenever I watch like British wrestling matches, the crowd does chants like that, like singing, and it's like it gets so annoying really fast. Shouts out to the British wrestling, but I can't.
I mean, yeah, I guess you have to know all those songs.
Yeah, I don't
Sing it.
like. I don't even know what the fuck they're singing half the time. There was this great match. It was like Walter versus I forgot his name, but like the whole match they're singing, and I was like, I don't know it.
Yeah. The only thing I'm singing at a wrestling show is Judas in My Mind.
Dude, do you want to tell? Do you want to tell the people at home what your plan is with that, or no?
No, because most
Okay.
people at home don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think I've said enough for the people who get it out there. Let's move on.
Okay.
What else we have here?
We got mad videos. We got a couple that you pulled.
Oh, I've been 3 times. This video. Johnny, have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen this
I'll
one.
let you just react to this one yourself. This video is called I've Been 3 Times.
Okay. Looks like a prank video. Whoa.
Excuse you, sir.
I thought it was one of y'all.
That was very rude, and I think you need to leave this aisle before I make a scene.
But
Go.
you're already making a scene.
Bye.
Bye.
This is my mother standing here, and you're very disrespectful. I'm about to go to jail.
I'm about to go to jail.
Been 3 times.
I've been 3 times. Did she sees the camera? She
You
like
are
is,
disgusting.
Oh, it's hold on.
Can you just do that?
I'll head that way.
The end.
Oh.
I'm about to go to jail.
I've been 3 times. I just like her reaction after he says I've been 3 times because it's like, what do I do now?
Dude, this just reminded me.
What is that thing he's blowing in? What's he farting out of?
I think it was just some type of bottle. I think you like blow into. I don't know.
That's not the most genius prank video, but that's a good reaction.
It was effective.
He got a good reaction out of that lady.
I did want to say I saw a comment on the previous episode of that woman that is like, what would she say? She's like, you motherfucker. I can't. Fuck. How would she say it? That woman.
Oh, you fucking accuse me?
The accuser,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Apparently, someone was like, "Hey, I live in that town," and they're like, "She's like a well-known like, she's always out and yelling at people," and I thought that was really funny. Shouts out to that person.
She's getting famous now.
Yeah. Do you want to do?
Oh yeah, look at leg day. This is why you never skip leg day because you never know when you're gonna need to use your legs.
I'm afraid.
This is a Derek video. This is not a John
Yeah,
video.
exactly. This ain't no butt bungee.
No, it's the opposite of butt bungee.
This is a leg bungee. Dude, hell yeah. He's chilling. What's happening?
Dude, they gotta push the bus.
Oh, that's hilarious. I thought that like he was stuck.
Play it again.
I thought he was like stuck.
No,
or
he's
something.
a cop. He's like he works for the city.
That's like the.
But they didn't want to hit the bus with
Yeah.
the car because it might cause damage or deploy the airbag. So this fucking Hulk super freak is like, get me on the hood. I got you covered.
Yeah. I wish he was like on his cell phone or something, just like.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
Leg day, baby. All right. You got something for us?
Sure.
Ooh, that's a nice motorcycle. That looks fun.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Is it time?
No, we have. Oh, I have one more before we go. If only, just look at this. This video is called "If Only Airports Had Public Restrooms."
God. Yep. Oh, great. That guy's reaction. Holy shit.
This dude's pissing on the window.
Do you see his junk?
No, you don't see his junk. But also, he has socks on? Like, where are his shoes?
Dude, this is why you don't get drunk at the airport.
Do you think this guy's drunk?
100%.
He has to be, right?
Yeah.
He probably...
Sorry, I'm like...
Okay, the urine is so clear.
Yeah, that's alcohol, right? Like
I almost wonder if it's a prank. I love this person's reaction. This person's silent reaction. Cameraman of the year, camera person of the year, I should say.
Jesus Christ. That person probably got fucking tased.
I think this person got away with it. I think
so?
we're seeing the be all end all of the aftermath of this event.
What's the thing that they say about when you drink on a plane? Like 2 in the air is 3 in the stink. What is it? 1 in the air. 1 in the air is 2.
Wait, 2 drinks in the air is 3 in my ass? Like, what did you say?
I was confusing the shocker with the drink situation.
I don't know. I've never heard. I don't really.
It's like 1 in the air is 2 in the ground, I think is what they say. When you have 1 drink in the air.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't really drink in the air. Unless
me either. My head is like usually pounding from the pressure that I don't want to drink.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten maybe a Bloody Mary once because I don't know. Maybe it was like turbulence, and I was like, I need to chill out or something.
Yeah, I had like 2 drinks on a flight once, and I was like blasted, and I didn't know that rule until someone told me, and I like watched a movie and I just started crying. Like I watched a sad movie and I didn't realize it was sad. And I was
You're
just
that
like,
kind of emotional, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go to the final video here if it's that good.
I wouldn't say it's good, but it's long. So shouts out to New Jersey. This is from the Six Flags, New Jersey. This is
Thank you guys for coming out and
people auditioning to be a zombie at the Halloween situation for Six Flags.
Is this a audition for a specific role? These all look like the same person.
I don't know. I think they came prepared too.
My name's Bethany, and my favorite ride here is Bizarro!
Okay. So she said her favorite ride was Bizarro.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and my favorite ride is Nitro!
Oh. Strap in, buddy.
Good afternoon, fellow blood donors. My name is Tessa Rodeau, and my favorite ride is Houdini's Great Escape!
That ride sucks.
That's pretty scary. So they're trying to say the name of the ride as scary as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, my name is Ashley Williams, and my favorite ride is King Dakar!
I love King Dakar.
Okay, okay.
This is good.
Show us how it's done.
Why is there stuff on the ground?
That's their mark. Some people can't see it very well, so they have to make it big. Why is it stained?
That's
how
what I
many
was
people
saying.
have shit their pants there?
Nitro!
That guy's got the job.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello, I'm Nick and my favorite ride is Skull Mountain!
That guy's got the job.
Skull Mountain's a good ride.
Exercise is gonna be
These look like everyone I went to high school with.
Yeah, where's your audition?
Yeah, right? I had a friend who worked at Six Flags.
Being eaten from the inside by spiders, anything along those lines, you know. Get out of the box if you guys want to.
So you gotta apparently act out the way you're gonna die.
You've died from a bee sting or a spider bite.
Okay, my death is distracted driving.
There's no stain on the ground.
Wow. This is
Oh my god, Jimmy, did you see what she was wearing? She was
social
so
commentary
cool.
here.
It was nothing. Oh my god, yes. Hold on, get a Snapchat.
High schoolers, this is why you never text and drive.
Oh my shoe fell.
Wow.
Okay.
She hit the, it was,
What? Do you need to pause? Oh.
she hit, the impact was so sudden. Did this girl get harpooned? What
I
happened to her?
don't even know. They clapped though. The stain isn't there, I just realized.
Death will be eaten by spiders. Oh no! No, get off me! Get off me! No! There's a spider.
There's a spider.
Oh, is this where the stain came from?
This is where the stain came from, y'all. Stain is happening.
Dude, for real.
That's legit how the stain got there. Dude, he stained the floor at Six Flags. That guy did not get the job.
Oh, he didn't?
Killed by an attacker. No, please don't. No.
This girl's too pure to be a zombie.
They can't be on the mark anymore because this guy fucking got food everywhere.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm gonna die by being strangled and lack of air.
Hi, I'm gonna be strangled.
I'm gonna die from lack of air.
No. Rip.
How come they all fall down? Be original.
Dying in war.
Ascend to heaven.
Get down to the left! Private, I said keep your head down!
Oh! That guy like took a bump.
Bro took a bump. Damn, son. Is your spine okay?
I'm gonna die from the electric chair.
Okay. Alright, bad miming already.
Yeah, I killed them! Pull it! Do it now! Great, thank you.
I like you didn't commit.
Wow. Died laughing.
This guy's vibe.
What did he say? Oh, he hung himself.
Alright, the last exercise
The big drop.
you guys do for me today is gonna be what you'd be doing if you were chosen for one of our midways.
I'm fascinated. I'm
Right?
sorry.
I'm glad you're down with this.
I love this. I should be commenting, but I'm just listening.
Yeah, this is like what we did last week with that woman.
You're gonna lurk around, you're gonna look at your prey, and then you're gonna attack. You're gonna choose one of them to scare, or two of them to scare, whichever you prefer.
Oh, so they have to act like they're scaring someone?
One is the attacker and the others are the victims.
Got him.
Oh, you have to pretend like you're scared.
68, you're up.
68, show us what you got. Ooh, I can't wait to hear the next number. Oh.
Very good. 68, 69, can you guys switch, please?
A 69.
Right?
You can get him from the front of that.
Get him from the front. Living up to the name.
I assume these people don't know each other at all, but they look like they're all best friends.
Yeah, this is like when you show up for a group interview at the mall.
Yeah.
For like, to work at the movie theater or something, some big corporation.
Yeah.
And you're just immediately paired up with people who are like you, but you don't know.
It's like when I go to a concert and I see everyone is bearded and has the same shirt as me. Whoa, what happened?
$610, $309.
Do you think who leaked this?
It's a genius. This is from 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody in this room got cast.
Great, thank you.
Yo, if you're a Mega64 fan and you're in this video, let me know.
If you've ever had to go through this audition process, please leave a comment.
Please.
Tell us how it was for you. What did you have to do? What was your death?
This is they're auditioning to be at a park like I've gone to my whole childhood, so I'm sure I've seen some of these people. Whoa, she got the job.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
What happened?
She did a fucking backflip.
Oh no.
She fucking nailed it. Sorry. I got really excited. That was wild.
Great, thank you.
They were taking pictures the whole time. All right, she can tumble.
Whoa.
This girl can kind of tumble.
Oh, she just broke her ankle.
I can sing
This guy's, I can't do it. I could.
Dude, he sounds like a demonic baby.
It was too scary.
Hell, baby, that's too scary. We're gonna have to turn it off.
That was the end.
My favorite ride is.
My favorite ride is Giga! Sorry.
Hi, my name's Derek, and my favorite ride is Superman.
I got to backflip. Oh.
That's our episode, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you to Jacob Turnbloom.
Thank you.
For being with us. Hey, next week we are going to interview a man who transcends genres and is redefining modern filmmaking as we know it.
Yeah.
The director of the creature feature phenomenon known as The Velocipaster. We talk to writer, director, and producer Brendan Steele. Steer. Damn. Brendan Steer.
Brendan Steer.
Why did I say Brendan Steele?
I don't know. I mean, that's a cooler name.
Yeah, that's like
Brendan
that's like a super villain. Brendan Steer is here, and he talks to us all about how he went from film school to
with me
to hit indie horror
Darling.
film.
Oh.
Yeah, indie darling. It's a fascinating story that involves Chinese gangsters.
It really does. He's not joking.
Multiple failed Kickstarters.
Yes.
Soliciting your family and friends for thousands of dollars.
Uh-huh.
And hoarding a dinosaur suit in your basement that you stole from your school for 8 years.
Yes.
Not knowing what you're going to do with it.
Exactly.
It's a very fascinating tale. We hope that you tune in. And until then, stay safe. Follow us on social media. I'm on Instagram at Derek Acosta only.
I'm Catboy_Slim on Instagram.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week.
Good night.